Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alyson.
And my name is Callee, and we are from K-Pop TV.
In today's top story, what does it take to be a successful idol?
So, Alyson, what do you think is the key ingredient that makes an idol stand out from all the others in the music industry?
I put my bet on charisma, because that's what really draws me in as a K-pop fan.
Are you saying that visuals and talent aren't important?
No, but aside from the standardized talent and visuals conformed by most K-pop idols, the key factor in determining an idol's success in their charisma is shown through exposure such as music videos, social media, and variety shows on a national and global scale.
We'll evaluate this argument through 3 points. We'll first discuss the necessity of all 3 traits, and then we'll argue why charisma plays a larger role in determining a K-pop idol's success in comparison to talent and visuals. Lastly, we will analyze the influence that charismatic idols have over their international fans through social media.
So it seems pretty obvious, but idols are required to reach a certain standard of visuals, talent, and charisma. It's difficult to debut without one or the other. With talent, quote, much like today, folk singers could not make a living just based on their art unless they made a recording or regularly appeared on the radio, unquote.
Similarly, charisma alone cannot guarantee success, as Epstein and Ju 2012 state, quote, since the turn of the millennium, emphasis on bodily perfection has become increasingly central to the media industries of South Korea, henceforth Korea, and a focus on ideal bodies has permeated popular discourse more generally, end quote. A good example of popular idol who has all 3 is G-Dragon!
Woo! So G-Dragon's talented because he produces and sings all his songs. As a matter of fact, until 2017, there are 164 songs registered in the Korean Music Copyright Association that is produced or co-produced by him. He's definitely a visual. But wait, what really is charisma?
Well, Alessandra 1999 states that, quote, charisma is the ability to positively influence others by connecting with them physically, emotionally, and intellectually. It's what makes people like you and enjoy being around you, even when they don't know much about you, end quote. And we will apply this definition to today's prime example of K-pop success.
I guess all 3 are pretty important, but talent and visuals don't seem to be as essential to success as charisma is.
You're right. Turnbull 2017 states that people that are visually appealing and have good personalities are better to be the face of products instead of the ones that are more talented with a bad attitudes, as they can potentially ruin their impressions on agencies. This shows that having more talent does not reflect suitability of being endorsers, but personality does. If one is charismatic, then it be assumed that they have good personalities. Therefore, charisma factors in as a larger portion of the pie than talent does.
To add to that, idols who have charisma are bound to get along with the agencies better than those who aren't, which gives them more opportunities for exposure. So charisma not only influences an idol's popularity with the audience, but also advertisement agencies, which gives idols the exposure that they need. That's a win-win for both idols and the companies looking for endorsers.
That's very true.
오가니스트 제주.
How about visuals? I recall sex appeal being a huge contributing factor of the popularity of the Pearl sisters, who were the first to represent this visual.
Well, in K-pop today, it is, quote, easier to stand out by not pursuing sexy concepts, unquote.
What do you mean? Everyone loves a sexy guy with abs.
No, I mean, take a look at Psy. He is globally famous despite his looks because he has charisma, and it is definitely shown through his music videos. For example, his video Gangnam Style, quote, symbolizes an attempt to go through all the difficulties in life with a unique sense of humor and undaunted perseverance. He expresses his positive attitude toward life by creatively transforming the negative into the positive, unquote. So visuals are not necessarily the most important aspect of a K-pop star when compared to charisma.
What is the factor that makes a K-pop idol truly stand out from the rest? Charisma!
To really prove our point, we made a survey on the K-pop subreddit to gain insight into what current K-pop fans think would make an idol successful. We posed the question, what is the determining factor in a K-pop idol's success in the industry, for discussion, as well as the poll with 3 traits, charisma, talent, and visuals, as options for people to vote on.
Now, let's have a look at our results.
It seems like our results showed that a majority of participants chose charisma as the determining factor for success. Reasons for this included charisma being the magnetic force that makes people gravitate towards them, and the fact that their unique personalities gave them a refreshing image in the eyes of the fans.
This means that nowadays, people's expectations of new emerging idol groups are that much higher. It's just like what one of the comments suggested, quote, "There are tons of good-looking idols in the industry who are talented as well, but having charisma is something that depends on one's personality. It can't be created. It is a trait that is unique and refreshing, which is what grabs the attention of fans and makes an idol stand out from those who don't possess it," end quote. Okay, so we see how these consumers of Korean music industry think and what they expect. So how does an idol's charisma affect fans internationally?
Well, through social media, duh.
Oh, so the idols can get more exposures to the outside world of Korea, right?
Exactly. Their involvement in sharing some aspect of their daily life through social media like Instagram and Twitter allows for fans to feel more connected with their favorite oppas. Through this representation of the celebrity's human side compared to placing them on a pedestal.
Wait, let's come back to reality, guys.
Sorry about that, but moving on. By posting a thank you message or replying to fans on fan cafe sites certainly does close the gap a little between fan and idol.
Anyway, let's introduce to you one guy from a group of 7 who's famous for his dominating stage presence and his contrasting personality off screen.
Can you guess who we're talking about?
It's Jackson Wang from GOT7! Woo!
That's right. His success in the K-pop and international world cannot stem from talent and visuals alone. So what's his secret? Is it his dynamic slapstick comedy or on variety shows? Or is it his manly stage presence? Or is it his soft, sensitive side that captivates us? The answer is all 3!
Here are some clips we found that will help reinforce our points. In this clip, Jackson's personality shines as he's not afraid to show how he acts in real-life situations. In this clip, Jackson shows his quirky side as he dances in this music video.
And guess what? He's so popular, he even had his own solo debut with the song Papillon.
It got me feeling like a papillon. Find it or shine like a diamond.
Well, that was interesting. In conclusion, we hope that you can now consider why we think the key factor in determining an idol's success is their charisma, shown through exposure such as music videos, social media, and variety shows on a national and global scale. Although the talent and visual aspects of idols are helpful in an idol's success, an idol with charisma is much more successful compared to an idol with just talent and visuals.
As we've seen in examples such as G-Dragon, Psy, and Jackson from GOT7, idols that possess lots of charisma have higher success rates in the K-pop industry.
So,
do you have what it takes to become an idol?
Yes, I do!
사랑은 마치 불장난 같아서 다치니까 엄마 말을 꼭 맞을지도 몰라 널 보면 내 맘이 뜨겁게 달아올라 두려움보다 널 향한 끌림이 더 크니까 멈출 수 없는
Good job, guys! Another popular idol who has all 3 is G-Dragon.
Oh,
It's Jackson Wang! Woo! Got 7! I thought Jackson hit him. Oh, Dragon!